Bienvenidos! Welcome to our home, where every day is full of stories, laughs, y familia. I'm Bash. Y yo soy Mila. And this is Bash and Mila.
Today's adventure is called The Halloween Light. Halloween night was buzzing on Bash and Mila's street. Every porch glowed with pumpkins, every driveway flickered with fire pits, and music drifted from one house to the next. A whole neighborhood stitched together by laughter and light. At the center of it all, Bash and Mila's house was turning into Halloween party headquarters.
El castillo inflable ya casi está listo. Yay! The jumpy castle. I can hear it filling up. It's going to be huge. Más grande que el año pasado? Way bigger. Maybe even big enough for the parents. ¿Cómo crees? Papá lo reventaría en 2 segundos.
Bash and Mila giggled, picturing Dad bouncing sky high in the jumpy castle until it popped. They watched Mom sprinkle candy corn treasure over bowls of popcorn, and Dad wrestle a stubborn web of orange lights. Then Bash and Mila got to work, carefully lining the walkway with glow sticks like little lanterns lighting the way for Halloween magic.
Las varitas fluorescentes están listas. Ahora, el camino a nuestra casa parece un río brillante de Halloween. Yeah, the glow sticks made the perfect glowing path for trick-or-treaters to follow.
Everything felt perfect. It was the kind of night you wait for all year, full of sugar, laughter, and festive lights. And now it was time to bring out the projector and turn the front yard into a spooky movie night for everyone.
All right, it's time to test the projector. Are you ready? Estoy más que lista. Uh-oh, that's weird.
Eso está muy raro. Yo creo que tal vez nos quedamos sin batería.
Let's try this backup battery.
Oh no, creo que el proyector ya no sirve.
Bash and Mila's smiles faded. No projector meant no movie. And for a second, the room felt still. Popcorn bowls waiting, glow sticks ready, and plans on pause.
We need batteries. What if we can't play the movie?
It's okay, Bash. Let's think of a solution. Where can we find another battery?
Ya sé. ¿Y si le preguntamos a alguien?
That's a great idea, Mila. How about we ask one of our neighbors?
Sí, vamos.
And just like that, Bash and Mila set off to find some batteries, following the glowing porches until they reached their neighbor Dino's house, the one with the spooky ghost and a giant smiling pumpkin. They ran up the steps and rang the bell.
Espero que Dino esté en su casa. It's Halloween. Where else could he be?
Dino opened the door with a friendly smile. Bash and Mila explained that their projector batteries had died and asked if he had any to spare. Inside, they heard the sound of drawers opening and the faint rattle of batteries rolling in a box.
¿Crees que sí encontró algunas? Yep, that's definitely the sound of batteries.
A few minutes later, Dino returned to the door, holding a tiny silver box that shimmered in the porch lights. Bash and Mila's eyes lit up.
Sí las encontró! He found some! Movie night is saved!
They ran home, the pack of batteries bouncing in Bash's hand, like 2 brave heroes on a mission.
Papá, encontramos baterías! We got batteries, papá.
¡Excelente! Vamos a ver si podemos hacer este proyector funcionar. 3, 2, 1.
It's working! Woohoo! Está funcionando! ¡Lo hicimos!
The projector light glowed over the pumpkins and the jumpy castle, sending little flickers of magic around the yard. Mom smiled from the porch, watching the movie shine bright and steady. She looked at Mila and gave her a proud hug.
Isn't it amazing how one small favor can light up a whole street?
Sí, Es increíble, mamá.
One little favor had sprinkled magic over the entire evening. The movie played, the yard glowed, and everything felt just right. Then they heard soft footsteps on the porch, the kind that sounded familiar. It was Tutu from next door. She had flour on her shirt and an empty egg carton in her hands, like she was right in the middle of baking something really special.
Hey, Mom, Tutu's here. I think she might need to borrow some eggs.
Sounds like cookie trouble.
Oh, no sería Halloween sin las galletas de Tutu.
Mila Moon, can you check the fridge and see if we have a couple of eggs that we can give to Tutu?
Sí, yo reviso.
Mila sprinted inside and came back a moment later, carrying 2 perfect eggs like they were tiny treasures.
2 huevos, frescos y listos para las galletas.
Mom took the eggs carefully and handed them to Tutu with a smile. Tutu waved, her footsteps soft as she walked back home past the glowing line of porches.
I can already smell the cookies. Tú siempre crees que huele a galletas.
Well, this time he might be right.
Before long, the sweet smell drifted closer, and there was Tutu again, carrying a tray piled high with warm, ghost-shaped cookies.
¡Mira! ¡Galletas de fantasmas! ¡Fantasmas deliciosos! Yum! Ghost cookies. Way better than eggs. Definitivamente mejor que huevos.
Bash and Mila's laughter floated down the street as early trick-or-treaters bounced from house to house in colorful costumes, and the whole neighborhood felt warm and bright.
Este es el mejor Halloween de todos. It really is the best Halloween ever.
Just then, Bash and Mila looked up and saw Tutu walking down the street with more of her ghost cookies. She stopped in front of a house at the end of the block, the only one without pumpkins or decorations.
That house never has any lights on. I wonder why she's going there. Sí, esa casa siempre está oscura. Tal vez son nuevos en la colonia. You could be right. I think Mom did say we had new neighbors.
Tutu paused, then marched up the quiet path like she was on a secret cookie mission. Bash and Mila watched as she tapped the door and offered her ghost cookies with a big smile. When the family opened the door, she pointed cheerfully towards Bash and Mila's house.
¿Qué está haciendo Tutu? I don't know what she's doing. Let's watch and see.
The door opened wide, and soon the whole family was trailing behind Tutu, like a tiny Halloween parade headed straight for Bash and Mila's yard.
Los invitó. Van a venir. Yay! Tutu made even more friends for a Halloween party.
The new family found a cozy spot on the grass in front of the projector. Soon, they were meeting neighbors, sharing smiles, and settling right in. And suddenly, the whole block felt like one big happy Halloween party.
Wow, esto está super padre. Todos están aquí. You're right. Everyone is here. It's like the whole street turned into one big family.
And under the glow of pumpkins and porch lights, Halloween didn't feel like a night of tricks or treats anymore. It felt like home. The movie was nearly over. The jumpy castle was quiet, candy buckets were half empty, and the trick-or-treaters had all gone home. The whole night had settled into a sleepy kind of magic. Bash and Mila sat on the porch beside Mom and Dad, wrapped in blankets and snacking on what was left of the popcorn.
Tonight was so cool. We borrowed batteries, we gave Tutu an egg that she turned into ghost cookies, and now we have new friends.
I know. Isn't it amazing? That's how it works. One little bit of help can travel a long way.
Sí, Dino nos ayudó, nosotros ayudamos a Tutu, y luego ella ayudó a la familia nueva.
Exacto. Es como pasar la luz de una linterna a otra.
So, if everyone shares a little, then the whole street could stay bright forever?
Sí, las cosas lindas que hacemos no paran en nuestra puerta. Salen a seguir ayudando si las dejamos ir.
¿Y crees que en algún momento se acaba?
Not if we keep it going. Every time you do something kind, it sparks another little light somewhere else.
Snuggled in their blankets, Bash and Mila looked down the street and realized the night had become something bigger than a Halloween party. It had turned into a little circle of helping, passing from one home to the next. And in that moment, the whole neighborhood felt connected by kindness, by light, and by the simple magic of sharing what you have. Sometimes asking for help feels big. Sometimes offering help feels small, but both matter more than we think. Because kindness doesn't stay in one place. It travels, it grows, and it wraps us together like family. And a neighborhood becomes home when we care for each other, one tiny "can you help me" at a time. Thanks for joining us today. Bash and Mila love sharing their adventures with you. Want more bilingual fun? Follow Bash and Mila on Instagram and TikTok, or watch our read-along adventures on YouTube. See you next time!